Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is February 18th, 2024. My name is Mike Stathis, and I actually took a break. I'm doing research, preparing for a presentation later on. Took a break, decided to go ahead and cover this individual who I've been meaning to cover for several years now. Just forgot about it, fell off the radar, and he recently came back on the radar today. Gave me an opportunity to expose Financial Samurai. Apparently, this individual's name is Sam Dogen. Sam Dogen. Now, think about that name, D-O-G-A-N. Now, let me go ahead and show you this guy's picture. There you have it. It's howdy doody time. So, think about the name Dogen, D-O-G-A-N, and he's obviously Asian. Doesn't sound like an Asian surname, so you can kind of suspect whatever you want. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm not going to get into it. I'm going to go ahead and tell you my suspicion is that he's accounts for why he's gotten a lot of media attention over the years. That's what I notice. If you are in a specific class of individuals, you get a lot of favorable treatment. And if you're not in that class, you get discriminated against. That's what I've been noticing for many years. I've got irrefutable evidence backing that statement. I'm not going to get into that today. What I'm going to focus on today is this guy's a scam artist. Sam Dogen. I'm sorry, I spelled your name wrong. It's D-O-G-E-N, not A-N. I've seen it spelled online as A-N, so people are misspelling your name apparently. Or maybe this person that made the picture spelling your name. Nonetheless, I'm going to talk about why this guy's a scam artist. And it's very important, as you will soon learn. So this guy, the Financial Samurai, he started this blog, I think around 2009. And he claims to be one of the people behind the FIRE movement, that started the FIRE movement. Now, the FIRE movement, for those of you who don't know, it's good if you don't know, because it's completely bogus. I've been saying this for years. I've been saying it ever since it came out. It stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. And it's another scam. These things, they're launched all the time, little movements, and they're launched as a way for people behind them to launch their websites, their books, their conferences. And of course, as it gets larger, the media is involved because they can write articles and feature people, and they can get an audience, and they can sell advertisements, so on and so forth. You see, that's how it works. And it's pretty disgusting, and although expected, that you don't have people in the financial industry, especially the financial media, which reaches people, that come out and talk about the fact that this FIRE movement is a scam. It's an absolute scam. Now, I've talked about it before. I'm not going to talk about it here. I can talk about it more in the future, why it's a scam, why it's just complete bullshit. Bottom line is that people that promote this FIRE movement, they're doing so to enrich themselves. And they're doing so fraudulently, because it is based upon, the premise of it is based upon bullshit. It's based upon living a life of passive income. And I've talked about the lies and myths behind passive income that are spread out there for a long time. There's very few examples of passive income. That's a fact. Now, you've got all these people, and by the way, these terms you're hearing, FIRE movement, passive income, these overlap, they intersect with a large genre of, I guess you could call it finance. I call it quackery, scam artistry, and that would be the genre of personal finance. Personal, I guess, / consumer finance, let's call it personal finance, is a huge scam. That's fact. Now, let me pause a second. For those of you who don't know who I am, once again, my name is Mike Stathis. I run the most successful, in terms of my research, in my opinion, research firm in the world. terms of the accuracy and insights of the investment research, starting with the launch of the firm having predicted the 2008 financial crisis in more detail than anybody in the world. Now, I've said this for over a decade now, and I'm maintaining that. Anyone who doesn't believe that, you want to laugh it off, well, put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. If you can prove the existence of irrefutable evidence showing that I'm not the leading expert on the 2008 financial crisis, if you can prove that to a neutral party, you will win $50,000. $50,000. $50,000. You'll have to escrow that. Contact us for more details. So, I predicted the 2008 financial crisis in detail in 2 books, many other things, and I have maintained my excellent track record of investment analysis and research since that time. I am a former Wall Street professional. Of course, I've been running my investment firm for 2 decades, more than 2 decades, and I've been in the industry for 3 decades. So I'm not just some jughead, some chump off the street. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? I'm not going to go through my whole CV here. I just want you to know that I'm not just somebody blabbering, because typically that's what you get these days. People that just blabber on anything, and no one really bothers to ask how they're qualified to talk about these things. Well, I'm obviously qualified to talk about this topic and to make these claims that personal finance is a huge scam. Now, I'm going to go over these people in detail in the future. I've talked about it before. Some of you, maybe many of you already know that they're scammers. And I'm going to list some of the big personal finance scam artists out there. Susie Orman, absolute scam artist. Look it up. Research it for yourself. And in fact, not only is she a scam artist, she is completely stupid. She's completely clueless. She's more clueless than many of the other personal finance gurus out there. And when I say guru, it's not a complimentary term. Whenever I use guru, you should think of it as a scammer. Okay? That's how I think about it. And so the fact that Susie Orman is completely clueless about investments, and you can just verify that from some of the things she said in the past, many of the things, in fact. What's amazing about that is that she actually worked at a Wall Street firm, at a couple of Wall Street firms for, I think, 9 years. So she has no excuse. Another consumer finance scammer, Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey, big-time scam artist, no doubt about it. Disinfo clown, just like Susie Orman. Robert Kiyosaki. There's many others. Even Tony Robbins has gotten into the genre because it's easy pickings. Consumer finance. So first of all, let me just point out, consumer finance, the whole genre, the whole area is a scam. There's nothing really to know. It's basic stuff. I can cover everything that you will ever need to know in consumer finance in a span of 2 hours. Everything. Yet you have people like Susie Orman who've been spending 30 years in that area, writing books and this and that and this. It's a bunch of snake oil, folks. Same with Robert Kiyosaki. Same with Dave Ramsey. And they do this, of course, to lure in the low-hanging fruit. To lure in the whole low-hanging fruit. The dummies. The people that don't know what the hell's going on. And so they lure in these people. And, of course, that's the best people to lure if you're looking to scam, if you're looking to mislead people, because most people, the population, is generally stupid, generally ignorant, and generally lazy. So if you lure a big crowd in, what do you do next? Well, you can sell them anything. You can sell them your books. You can sell them your event conferences and all this nonsense, right? That's what they do. Okay. In addition to selling advertisements, of course. And those of you who know me know my number one credo is all ad-based content is a scam. I've been saying that now for well over 10 years. All ad-based content is a scam. If you don't avoid ad-based content, your life is going to be screwed up, whether you realize it or not. That is a fact. Write it down. So let me move on now. Now that you have an idea about me and you have an idea about personal finance being a scam, anybody that's associated with personal finance, anyone who's pitching personal finance, you should take them to be a complete scam artist. Write that down. They are scam artists. They are useless scam artists looking to scam people, selling ice to Eskimos. Write that down. So this guy, Financial Samurai, Sam Dogen, he's in personal finance. Sam, that makes you a scam artist by default. But we're going to go further. We're going to prove actually why you're a scam artist. And you're a scam artist on multiple levels. In fact, like many people these days, you're breaking federal law, as I'm going to show here. So let's before I show specifics on this guy, let's go back to his beginnings. Now, according to his claims, he worked with a Wall Street firm, I think in the banking department for, I don't know, around 9 or 10 years. And so by supposedly, folks, I don't believe, and you shouldn't believe any of these claims when they're tied to marketing, right? They're tied to marketing. Oh, I did this by this age. Show me the proof. Show me your IRS tax statements. Okay? That's what I want to see. But he claims to have saved $3 million by age 35 from his work. And by then, he wanted to just live off passive income. Now, apparently he'd had this blog for 3 years already. And by the time he was 35, according to his little story, he had enough passive income, I believe he claimed it's $3 million in net worth. His passive income, as he has stated, was $80,000 that year. Okay. So he decided to quit his job and live off passive income. This is the whole premise behind the FIRE movement. And it's a scam. Notice you don't have anybody of any real credibility supporting this FIRE movement. It's a complete fraud, just like the digital nomad movement, which I exposed many years ago. And by the way, there are many linkages between those two movements. Okay? So this is a guy, let's just call him Sam. Mr. Samurai Sam was claiming that by 35, he was living off passive income. And he was writing all these articles promoting this FIRE, how to generate passive income. You can do this. I mean, take a look. I mean, he's got here ranking the best passive income investments. We'll take a look at that here shortly. All this nonsense. And the fact is that all these things he writes about, it's not achievable. It's not achievable for the typical person. It's not achievable for the vast majority of people. It's a scam. His content is scammy. And so you say, well, okay, Mike, that's just his opinion. Well, okay, it's his opinion, but it becomes a different story when you're monetizing your opinion. And you're giving financial advice, investment advice, even if it's generic, to people for money. Now, before we move on, let me just show you this here. This is a telltale sign of a scam artist. Whenever they show featured by and shows all these media, folks, this is not a confirmation of legitimacy. This is a confirmation of being a scammer or an idiot. I've pointed this out many times. The media does not promote experts. The media, 99% of the time, promotes charlatans, broken clocks, and idiots. That's fact, and I've been proving that for nearly 2 decades through my content on my website. So whenever you see someone telling you that he's been featured in the media, he's trying to make you think that he's credible because he has no other way to show you that he's credible. He's assuming that you think the media is credible. Oh, therefore, he's got to be credible. Show me the goods. Show me why you're credible, boy. You can't do it because he's not credible. He's a scam artist. Sam Dogen, you're a scam artist. So let's get to passive income. Passive income, and I was talking about this earlier. Virtually everyone out there seems to not understand what passive income is. Let me explain it to those of you who don't know, and those of you who think that you know and don't. Passive income, as the word or as the term implies, is passive. It's not active, it's passive. You don't do any work to attain that income. The income comes to you passively. You're doing no work. Now, with the exception of a couple of things, I can't think of anything that's passive income. If you inherit money, that's passive income. However, most people are going to be doing something to invest that money, and investing is not passive. It's by no means passive. It may be less active than other forms of investing, but all investing is active. Why? Because even if you are choosing something, say, such as let's say an index fund, that requires some effort, right? Now, it probably will require, if you want, you can just require a one-time effort. So you could say maybe that is passive, but it certainly does require effort. Let me give you an example. I've come across some dildo, for instance, who thinks that in terms of index funds, VT is better than VOO. VOO is the S&P index. VT is the global index. Even though you just plot the chart, you can see which one's done a lot better. VOO. I made videos explaining that, right? So, and the shocking thing is people believe this jughead. So, even after I show the charts and explain why you don't want to be investing in Russia, right? You don't want a global index fund. If you're from America, invest in the best. Invest in America. You don't want to invest in Ukraine or Russia or Zimbabwe. You want Zimbabwean stocks? You want Nigerian stocks, right? You don't want to invest in foreign companies on the exchanges in foreign countries that are third world shitholes or have a high propensity of political instability, military conflict. You don't want that. You see, I'm not going to go into that anymore, but that's the bottom line. So many people would have to actually, if someone told them, hey, you should invest in this index fund or this index fund, they would have to go and actually research which one. Okay, so there is some active involvement in picking a index fund. But that's kind of, inheriting money. I'm going to go ahead and say an index fund is not even active, even though it's a one-time thing, right? But people can even get it wrong doing their own work. But I'm going to consider it passive. So we got two examples, okay? And pretty much that's it. Pretty much is, inheriting some type of asset or, let's say, investing in a index fund, right? So, there's maybe one or two other minor examples. But the point I'm trying to make is that real estate investing is not passive income. Okay? Royalties is not passive income. If you write a book or do any type of work that you have to do work for that. Okay? It's deferred income is what it is. It's deferred payments. Okay? So, but everyone out there that's got their little agenda, they want to push their crap. They want to sell you the whole idea of passive income. And I'm here to tell you, folks, it's just a myth. It's a lie. So let's continue on with the storyline of Mr. Samurai, Financial Samurai. According to him, he retired in 2012, and he's been retired this whole time, up until recently, apparently. And he ran this blog the whole time. That's fraud number one. He was never retired. He's been working this entire time. He's been working round the clock, full time, writing all his nonsense bullshit articles for this blog. That's not retired, buddy. You're a fraud. You're not retired. You are earning an income from this blog. In fact, he's earning a huge income. And he's doing so illegally, which we'll get to here shortly. So that's the first scam. You got a guy, a hypocrite, a scammer, Sam Dogen, Financial Samurai, who's created this blog telling people they can retire early and gain financial independence. And he's going to show you how, because he did it. No, he didn't do it. He's still working. He's receiving money from his blog. That's a fraud. That's hypocrisy. And of course, he also talks about, he doesn't mention the money he's receiving from his blog. He doesn't talk about that as far as I can tell. But what he does talk about is some of his forms of passive income in the stock market, collecting dividends, right? Real estate. That's not passive investing. If you are investing in dividend-bearing securities, you have to do work and you have to maintain ongoing due diligence because companies run into problems and you have to make decisions. Likewise, there's opportunities that you're not invested in. You may take that opportunity to spot another security, a dividend-bearing security. Real estate is another thing as well, another actively managed investment. Even if you hire a property manager, I can assure you that you need to be managing that property manager. You need to oversee the property management. I know this from experience, personal experience. But if you are investing in real estate and you have a property manager, well, you've already pissed away 10 to 20% of your returns, right? That's what they charge, depending upon the situation. Typically, California, I know they're notorious for charging, close to 20%, I think. But 10 to 20% you can count on, depending upon what you're talking about, right? And of course, on this site, he also promotes his books, his stupid, useless books, and he's got his little cult following, and they believe him. Anything he writes, they're going to love it. Buy this, not that. Instant bestseller. Instant, instant because you probably bought 5,000 copies on Amazon, and then you're an instant bestseller like most of these guys do. That qualifies you. Another one, how to engineer your layoff or something like how to engineer your layoff. Severance negotiation book. This is the guy who's never worked as a financial planner or financial advisor, and he's basically giving you financial advice. He has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Sam Dogen, you're a scam artist. Write it down. Mike Stathis says so. Okay? Next thing. Let's take a look here. Invest in real estate. Okay? What do we got? I haven't looked at this. Private Real Estate Learning Center. Okay, so he's pitching Fundrise. His favorite private real estate crowd. By the way, Fundrise is scammy, and I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I'm not going to get into a discussion. Folks, if you want to invest in real estate and you want professional management, invest in a real estate investment trust on the stock market. Okay? That's what you do. Okay? You don't go to some private crowdfunding bullshit. Why do you think that those guys aren't on the stock market? Because they don't have to go through all the stringent requirements and transparency. They don't have institutional investors who are going to raise questions. Fundrise is geared towards low-hanging fruit dummies who can be exploited. That's the reality. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about that garbage. But let's take a look here. He's writing this article promoting Fundrise. Look at all this. Okay, great. Here's another one, Crowd Street. So I'm looking at all this. He's writing about it. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look at these links. See what we got. Okay. Fundrise. Here we go. The URL shows that he is an affiliate. He is a partner. Let me see if I can capture this and show you. So I can only capture the text and paste it on this paintboard. You can see here. Take a look. See that partner? That's an affiliate link. So he has this big write-up on Fundrise, tells you how much he loves it. And you notice I scroll through on his site, there's no affiliate disclosure. None. Not even, he doesn't even say, I'm an affiliate. Now, that's not considered sufficient disclosure, but he doesn't post anything. That's a big problem. Let's take a look at CrowdStreet. It's the same thing. Yeah, affiliate link. Another affiliate link. There you have it, folks. Now, let me just go. Well, I'll go ahead and show this. Let's take a look at this. Free Wealth Manager. Free. It's free, folks. Always remember this. Credo number 2. Anything that's free is free to screw you. Nothing is free. Stay away from free because you're going to get screwed. Facebook is free. They screw you. They steal your data. They sell your data. They screw you. Right? Free emails, well, good luck. Your data is taken and stolen. Gmail saves all of your emails. Even emails that are sent to you, emails that you send out, even the emails you delete, they save everything. They're saving your data. They're selling your data. Nothing is free. You're better off paying for something. I've talked about that before because if you're paying for something, you've established a financial link between you and the vendor, and you're important to that vendor. If you're not paying for something, someone else is paying. They're paying and they're getting to exploit you. That's just a fact. So let's take a look at this nonsense. I'm sure it's another affiliate link. Yeah, another affiliate link. Partner ID 1139549. Okay. So let's take a look. We see any affiliate disclosure here? No. Nothing. Nothing. Zero. I mean, even if he has something down at the bottom, it's inappropriate. He doesn't have anything. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, he doesn't even put anything at the bottom. Let's see. He's got it. Maybe he has one. By the way, if there's an affiliate disclosure here, this is insufficient. I'm going to show you. Let's take a look and see. This con man. What a fucking con artist. Okay. Affiliates. Sorry, Sam. That's not sufficient. Let's take a look and see what the FTC has to say. You're breaking federal law. How to disclose. Place it so it's hard to miss. The disclosure should be placed within the endorsement message itself. See that? Disclosures are likely to be missed if they're only on the About Me profile page or at the end of posts or videos. So, take a look at some other guides here. And virtually everyone on YouTube is violating federal law. I talked about this a couple of years ago, and I've known about it for many years. Let's go ahead and take a look here. You can see, folks, this is a warning, and I want to encourage everyone out there to call into the FTC and file a complaint. File a complaint. They take it seriously. You can file a complaint by phone that people are breaking these disclosures. Your favorite scammer. Call in your favorite scammer. So you can see, if you're getting some type of benefit, some special access, any type of favor, you have to disclose that you're receiving this as an affiliate commission. There you go. Clear and conspicuous. You can read it for yourself. Let's take a look. Another one here. The disclosure must appear before affiliate links. That's correct. That's the cardinal rule. If you're going to have an affiliate link, before that, you have to disclose it's an affiliate relationship, that you're receiving some type of compensation. And you must be clear about that. You can't put it at the bottom like Sam. Sam, you're breaking FTC law. You fraudster. You're a fraudster. And I personally am going to call the Federal Trade Commission and file a complaint on you. And I hope everyone else out there does too. The more complaints they get, the more they will file a lawsuit. You can imagine this guy's he's probably made millions of dollars over the years through his affiliate bullshit. He's dissuaded people and not told them the truth. How many people do you think know these are affiliate links that he's posting? I mean, take a look at this. Top product reviews. These aren't reviews. These are fucking endorsements. These are endorsements by you. This is affiliate relationship. You're a fraud, man. You're breaking the law, and you've been breaking the law for more than 10 years, for almost 15 years. Sam Dogen, you are a scam artist. You are a fraudster. And, of course, I've also proven earlier that the guy is a scammer because he promotes this whole notion of FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early. And he's even admitted now that it's people that think that way are delusional. He's been scamming people the whole time. I'm going to show you here shortly. And let me just mention one more thing. All of these affiliate links, these are actually endorsements as well. They're endorsements. He's talking about how he loves it. It's great. You have to understand that these companies are also on the hook. You see, these shady companies, what they do is that they pick these little influencer kids because they can hide behind them, they think that the kid is responsible. Both parties are responsible. Fundrise and all these other companies need to ensure that there's compliance, proper compliance of FTC disclosure. So it works both ways. This guy gets in trouble, Fundrise gets in trouble, Empowerment Review gets in trouble, New Retirement Review gets. This guy is a complete fraudster. Sam Dogen, you're a fraud, dude. You're a complete fraud. You disingenuous scam artist. Top financial products. Let's see, more endorsements, more affiliate links. Yeah. See, this is just a huge affiliate website. He doesn't disclose it. He has something all the way at the bottom, which nobody looks at, under disclosures. That's not correct, dude. That's bogus. Now he's got one on this page. Sorry, that's you can't do that. It's got to be up before every single link. Complete fraudster. It's got to be before this link right here. This guy's such a fraud. Now, I wanted to show you something here back when he started his blog back in 2009. Take a look at this. The Financial Samurai reader is highly educated and mostly between the... Yeah, they're highly educated. That's why they don't fall. They've fallen for your scams. Bullshit. So take a look at this. He's advertising for alcoholic beverages, by the way. That tells me he's a money worshiper. Money worshiper. I mean, advertising for alcoholic beverages is a little bit, that's kind of like advertising, that kind of almost for porn, almost as bad as for porn, right? He doesn't, it's a red flag when he's got all these articles from years ago and there's no index to find them. So you have to go back to the Wayback Machine. You can see this article from 2013, How to Build Passive Income for Financial Independence. He's just brainwashing people with this delusional nonsense. I mean, start a business in a field you're passionate about. How is that passive income? How the fuck is that passive income? What a scam artist, man. What a scammer. And he's got this other side here. You can see on his main page. Let me show you. Well, I guess he doesn't promote it on the older ones. He promoted it. But take a look at this. Yakizi, selflessly helping others. He's a selfless guy. He's selfless. Really? You're helping others selflessly? No, you're helping yourself. This whole thing is about marketing his stupid books and posting more affiliate links. That's what this is. This guy is a complete disingenuous fraudster. Sam Dogen, you're a scam artist, dude. You're a scammer. Now here we go. Here's where he tells you he started the FIRE movement. Or he's one of the guys that started. He's proud of that. Okay. But now take a look at this. Well, he's becoming obsolete. No, it was never even in existence. The FIRE movement has been a scam from day one. There you go. Take a look at this. So here's a guy who he no longer can live on passive income, apparently. Now, remember, this is a guy who's been working for for almost 15 years on his blog. That's not passive income. You understand? He's never been financially independent. He's a liar and a fraud. He's making money illegally, by the way, as I've mentioned, as I've shown you without showing the affiliate links. He's been making money illegally. That's right. Somebody send this to Sam. Sam, you got anything to say about this, boy? You want to try and refute me? Huh? Yeah, I didn't think so. So he's getting all this press now. And all this is doing is promoting his website even more and more and more. And so, they talk to him, they interview him, and he tells them, I was one of the pioneers of the FIRE movement. Wow, you're a big guy. You're a big scammer. That's what you are. You see another article about this guy. Of course, one of the top investment analysts in the world, maybe the top, and I'm banned from day one for 15 years now. Never had a moment of any press. But you get idiots like this, scammers like this. See, folks, this is how it's done. The media promotes dildos and scammers because the media is a big scam portal. And the media sinks its teeth into scammers because it makes money off the scammers. Why do you think the media has never exposed Robert Kiyosaki? Think about that one. Because he pays them off, you see. And the media makes money off of his scams. He's paid them millions of dollars. I've talked about this before. Another article here. So what this basically saying is the guy's a fraud. Right? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Take a look at this. He's calling the FIRE strategy delusional. So this means you're a fraud. You're a fraud, man. You built your business, Financial Samurai, promoting FIRE movement based on fraud, of course, I don't need to hear it from you. You're clueless about finance and investments, obviously. I knew it was a scam from day one. I exposed it many years ago. I detailed the anatomy of what would happen, why it was happening. How did I know? Because I exposed a digital nomad scam more than a decade ago and discussed how that was happening, how it was being promoted. Same thing with many of these YouTube financial gurus like Graham Stephan and Meet Kevin. How CNBC hooks their teeth into those guys because it's all a big circle jerk of scams. Kevin O'Leary, same thing. Now, of course, I know many people that listen to this will be like, listen to this guy. He sounds like an asshole. I don't like him. I know the deal. It takes a somewhat intelligent person to understand what I'm talking about. People that are able to think on their own, which is kind of rare these days. I don't think it's really I don't think it requires much, to be honest with you. I'm showing you explicitly what's going on here. Let's take a look at one of these articles here. I mean, look at this guy. He's giving you his knowledge. He doesn't have any knowledge. He's a fraud. ranking the best passive income investments. Okay, so he's going to rank the best passive income investments. I mean, take a look. He's already declared that you're delusional if you're following this whole FIRE movement, but he's still writing stuff on it. You see that? This guy is a complete scam artist multiple times over. Passive income is the holy grail of personal finance. Well, that makes sense because personal finance is a complete scam genre. Passive income is, for the most part, a lie. It's a myth. It doesn't exist unless you inherit money. Okay, he wants to tell you his little story. This guy keeps telling his stupid fucking story over and over again. It seems like almost every single article. So, he wants to tell you how he's doing this and that. Dude, why don't you tell us the passive income you're making through active work on your website? So he wants to rank the best passive income streams. This is the only passive income stream right here, CD money market, but that's not really passive income. You're not really getting an income there. That's just kind of that's basically keeping up with inflation for the most part, right? Peer-to-peer lending, that's passive income stream. I mean, so you don't have to do any due diligence, any work, really? Private equity? Are you crazy? Just because someone's managing the money for you doesn't mean it's passive, kid. You've got to do a lot of due diligence and oversight. Let's go ahead and see briefly how he ranks this here. So risk. Let's take a look at risk. So I guess 10 is the lowest risk. So, I mean, think about this for a second. This is the kid who worked in banking in a Wall Street firm, apparently, I haven't seen the proof, so I'll just say apparently, for, 9-10 years. And he doesn't understand that private equity and dividend investing have different levels of risk. He's placing private equity at the same risk level as dividend investing. Are you crazy, kid? Are you crazy? Private equity investing is very risky. It's extremely risky. He's actually placing private equity the same risk level as fixed income. I mean, this guy's a complete idiot. Absolute idiot. Fact. Write it down. I'm not even going to waste my time on these other categories. If he can't understand, I think that most of you here probably know that investing in fixed income and bonds, generally speaking, that is to say, an average pool of bonds, government bonds, corporate bonds, right? Just an average pool is going to be less risky than private equity. I think most of you understand that dividend investing is going to be less risky than private equity. In private equity, let's take a look here. What he considers. Of course, he wants to throw in the artificial intelligence investing. He has no idea what the hell is going on. But Fundrise Innovation Fund, you see that? Affiliate link. You fucking scammer. You are a crooked piece of trash. Now, anybody that doesn't like me coming down hard on this kid like I'm doing, imagine your grandma being taken listening to this guy's disinformation. So he even includes venture capital with private equity, which is even riskier than private equity. I mean, this guy is considering the fact that he's worked supposedly at a Wall Street bank for many years, he doesn't. I want to see evidence that he worked at a Wall Street bank. I don't believe it now. I can't believe it. If he's stating that private equity and venture capital have the same risk level as investing in bonds and investing in dividend securities, this guy, Sam Dogen, you're a scam artist. My name's Mike Stathis. You're a scam artist. Stop scamming people. Put affiliate disclosures. And, oh, by the way, you got 15 years of lack of proper affiliate disclosures. Now, I think the FTC came out with this law in 2015. So we're looking at what, 9 years? There's clawbacks, by the way. Each episode of violation of the FTC improper affiliate / endorsement disclosure comes at a possible fine of over $46,000 per episode, by the way, Mr. Dogen. Folks, just another example of one of these personal finance scam artists. Anybody pitching anything having to do with personal finance is a scam artist. Write that down. Avoid these scammers like the plague. Susie Orman, Dave Ramsey, Tony Roberts, the list goes on and on and on. And Sam Dogen. There's many others. Personal finance gurus are scammers. And I've proven that today with Sam Dogen, the financial samurai scam artist, the fire movement scam artist hypocrite. terms of getting back as an investor, if it's coming down to here, almost irrespective of what's going on, I have to believe, if I have to make a call in advance, and of course I can change depending on what happens, but I have to believe this is where you want to start doing that 18, 17, around there. Their earnings report is a complete game changer, at least for quite a while. Bottom line, NVIDIA now is going to enter the realm of Tesla, Apple, and all these other big, I mean, listen, NVIDIA can come down to 150, come down to $100. If you don't think it's possible, then you don't understand how the market works. I mean, listen, NVIDIA can come down to 150, come down to $100. If you don't think it's possible, then you don't understand how the market works.